Hello to everyone and welcome. Today in this video we're going to continue with this gate. We're going to create this face, and in the next video we're going to add the ornaments and texture the gate in Substance Painter. I think it's turned out very good. It's looking very nice. So yeah, let's continue. But before that, if it's not a big problem for you, you can write a comment or you can like the video. It's helping a lot to my channel. So let's go. So what we need first we need female base mesh. So I bought this a couple of years back. I wanted to use it for my game, which is now on pause. And here it's good with this model that I have eyebrows and I have simple hair, which is very good for a statue. But if you don't have what to use, I can give you some suggestions. So first, here I have this character creator base, which is free. So if you go here on Reillusion site, and here you have fully rigged 3D character base, and you can download it. So from here you can get female base mesh. So let's go back here. Okay, and here this is neutral female. So we're going to drag and drop this inside Blender, and let's move this on the side like this. And here we have female base mesh, but her eyes are missing, so let's move it now. Yeah, so here we have our base mesh from character creators, and I will show what you can do with this one. So first we need to go to edit mode and delete these eyelashes. We don't need them. Let's delete these vertices. Here inside, let me turn on X-ray mode. Also delete these vertices inside, and I'm not sure the mouth is separated or is together with the... No, it's together. So let's go out, object mode, and let me hide. So yeah, we're going to delete also this one and this one, and we need only the eyes and this body mesh with the head. So if you want to change a little bit the face, let's grab the move tool, and for example I want to exaggerate a little bit the cheekbones, so I need to pull this a little bit. I want to move a little bit. Yeah, but I need first to turn on the symmetry. So now let's move a little bit the cheekbones like this. I want to make this a little bit wider. This I want to be a little bit up. Anyway, you're going to change whatever you want, or if you want you can scoop the full face. And now what is the problem here? Everything is about to save some time. So here we have our hair, but here we don't have hair, but we need just basic hair for this project. So let's turn on this brush and let's see the size. So we're going to add some volume here where should be our hair. Let me turn on the cavity. And now we're going to switch. I see now, I forget to subdivide. So yeah, let's add a multi-resolution, added 3 levels, and now we should be okay. Oh, I'm using my mouse now. I don't want to turn on my tablet, so I'm just showing you that it's not that difficult to create basic hair. You just need to pull some lines here and there. This is too strong, so yeah, I think I create very decent here with the keyboard and mouse. So yeah, if you have tablet, you can do much better. Also, I don't use my tablet because it's not that good. I have some old Huion graphic tablet. So if I need to sculpt something, I'm using Nomad on my iPad. And yeah, it's up to you how you're going to do this. But anyway, let me check the material preview. So here we have some materials. So let me delete them. So here you can see if you have white color, this look okay. Anyway, this is going to be statue, it's not going to be character. So one more way, you can use AI to generate your face. So let me show you. My first try was yeah, I downloaded one image from Pinterest which match the project, and the AI made it with eyelashes and eyebrows. So let's say the eyebrows I can fix inside Blender, but this to remove, it's going to cause me a lot of pain to remove the eyelashes, and we don't need them like this. Let me close up. So yeah, this is a disaster. You need to remove these vertices, and you need to scoop the top part of the eye, which is bad. So what I did, uh, I asked the AI to recreate the image without eyebrows and without eyelashes. So this is the second 3D mesh, but here I don't like what the AI did. So I don't like this wine here. Uh, the hair is not that good like the previous one. And also the face is a little bit different. Yeah, it removed the eyebrows and eyelashes, which is good. But overall with AI, you don't know what you're going to get. I'm not saying it's not working. Yeah, this is, let's say, previous one. It's very good mesh. You can see the neck. It's very nice. The face, the nose. The problem is only the eyelashes and also the mouth. The mouth is very nice. The ears are very good. Uh, so yeah, you can use AI. But if I want to download this, they want me to subscribe and to pay some money. There is a way to download this if you use previous version, which I don't know where to find and how it's work. But for me, this is time consuming to learn how to work with AI. So there is one more way. If you have character from Unreal Engine from Fab Marketplace, also you can export it as FBX and use the mesh. So use what you have, and I'm gonna go back now. So this character I don't need. I'm going to use the other one. So we're going to delete this. And we're going to go back to my mesh. And now first let me check. First we're going to need duplicate of this because here we have the base, here we have the wall poly. So we're going to need this after we finish. So we're going to shift and D and duplicate it, and let's hide it. Now this is going to be high poly. I'm not sure about eyelashes. Do I want to leave them? How are they going to bake? I don't know how they're going to bake on the top of the... no, I'm going to delete them. So here on the eyebrows, we have multi-resolution. So now before we're going to apply this. Also on the hair. So on the hair don't have multi-resolution. And here now we need to cut what we need. So we're going to select the mesh and we're going to bisect from here like this. And now actually no, we're going to leave it like this. Okay, now we select all mesh and we symmetrize to have the same one to the other side. And now we're going to delete, let me turn on the X-ray. I'm going to delete vertices which we don't need. So let's delete these vertices. Also the hands. Here we don't need this part. Wait a second, like this. So I forget to tell you, there is one more way. You can sculpt everything. So if you're good with sculpting, you can sculpt your face. So let's delete these vertices. And let's symmetrize again. Okay, so now we have what we need. And now we're going to join the meshes. So we're going to join the eyes. First, let me check, do we have, yeah, we need to add this multi-resolution. So let's apply this. So let's join everything together like this. And here, let me set origins to geometry. And now we're going to get ready this. So I go to sculpting mode, turn on the symmetry, and I want to move the ears a little bit. And also this side. And move this in. Now let's make it bigger. Just move them a little bit more. And I want to move this back side in front. And you'll see why I'm doing this. So now I want to add one plane. So let's add plane, rotate X 90. Let's move it. Let's scale this down. Like this is okay. Move this to be a little behind the ear. And now I want to go to edit mode and we're going to extrude like this. Let me see. So yeah, now we can join them together. And first let me check. I want to see the face orientation, yeah, how I was thinking. My plane, it's upside down. So let's select this and shift and N to turn back the faces, turn back the normal. So yeah, let's copy this and we're going to move it to height map marker. This is add-on which I spoke early in my videos. It's free, you can get it from ArtStation. And what is do, it's taking, let's say, picture of your asset and creating alpha map. So I'm going to use this one for our project. So let's paste this and let's move it here, and we're going to rotate X minus 90. So we need to see her face on the axis. And now we just need to press play here, and this will create this alpha map for us. And now let's go back here. Now we can, let's shift and Z. We don't need this plane. Actually, we need the plane, but I don't want them together. So let's move this if we need it again. And we select this plane. Actually, no, I'm going to delete it because I'm not sure. Did I resize it? I think I resize it. So let's add new plane, rotate X 90 degrees. We move this here. Let's move this face a little bit out. And now what we're going to do, we're going to add subdivision surface 4 times. Let's go in edit mode, and we're going to subdivide for 30 times. And now we're going to add deform displace, and now we're going to look for our image. First we go to textures, and here open, and let's find our picture. So before to add this one with the plane, I want to show you how it's looking without the plane in the back. So you can see this is the picture without a plane in the back. So because it's black in the back side, it's making too much distance between two of them. And you also can reduce, but also getting flatter the face, so I don't like this. So let's move it back to 1, and now we're going to choose the picture with the plane, and here you can see the difference a little bit less. And now when we reduce the size, let's say to 600, even this is too much because this is carving. You can make it even this big. I think it's enough. Let's make it 500 for now, and we'll see later. And here we're going to add now deform and smooth corrective, and let's make it 8, and we can add one more level of detail. And here we're going to choose only smooth, and here we have our carving. So we have some things to fix a little bit here on the face, but I think it's very fine. Also the lips here, but this is nothing. So let me apply these modifiers, and let's go to sculpting, and we go to smooth, and let's smooth a little bit here to fix these holes. Now maybe we can inflate a little bit. Actually, let me go back. Let me turn on the symmetry, and yeah, let's first smooth this. Now we're going to inflate a little bit. And we're going to smooth a little bit again. And we're going to pick up this one and with shift, sorry, not shift, just a little bit fix the line here. Let's smooth just a little bit again. Let me see. Yeah, it's okay. So now this is going to be problem because this is already very stretched and we cannot smooth it out. So maybe I can remesh it and we'll see how it's going to be. So yeah, let me try to fix this. So here I want to select this outside edges and we're going to fill and we're going to move it a little bit back. Anyway, later on we're going to delete this, but now let's go back to sculpting mode and I want to remesh this and it's going to be 0.001 and we remesh and we're going to wait because it's a lot. Okay, it's done with the remeshing and now I think we can polish this. Yeah, it's almost gone. Maybe add a little bit more strain. So let's add more radius. Let's polish this part with the hair. So yeah, we are fine. It can look a little bit blurry, but this is not problem. So yeah, I think this is okay. Maybe we can move like this, and I want to reduce the size. Now we're going to pull a little bit the nose, a little bit the mouth, and just a little bit the eyes, just to make some depth. Yeah, so that's it, we don't touch nothing anymore. So now I want to add one plane. I need to move this chest a little bit back, but let me try plane, rotate x 90, move this up a little bit, back like this. So this is going to be the visible part. So maybe I need to pull a little bit this hair on top, and also this could be uh, in. So let's go back to sculpting mode. I added new plane because now I'm going to move also the this back one. Let me check. Yeah, this is fine. Maybe a little bit here, and we should move this part. Yeah, so now it's fine. Let's move this a little bit out, but we need to reduce the size. Okay, so we're leaving this like this. Now we can delete what we don't need. So let's delete this plane, and here actually I'm going to delete most of it. So let's go back in edit mode. Let's turn on the X-ray, and now we can select and we're going to invert selection, and we're going to delete vertices. Now we select this also, and we delete, and here this also we don't need, and we delete vertices. So yeah, this is what we need for our door, and now we're going to get ready our wall poly mesh. So we're going to use the mesh from the main character. So let's check this out. So what we're going to do, we're going to adjust it, and we're going to reduce some of these vertices, because we don't need this complex topology. It's going to be static. So let's set origins to geometry, and let's match the scale. So now let's hide this high poly mesh and let's get rid of what we don't need. So first we're going to remove the ears. We don't need the ears. Now let's change to edge mode, and we're going to select these edges and we're going to mark them as a seam and change to face, and we're going to select this inside and we're going to delete the faces. So we don't need this mouth, also the inside part. So now let's fill this, and let me try with grid fill. So shift and F, let's make grid fill. I don't know why it's doing this, but yeah, anyway, we're going to fill this and let's do it by hand. Let's join these vertices. Okay, we're going to symmetrize later on. Now let's fix the nose. Actually, let's select these faces inside and let's control plus to this position and we delete faces. Let's fill, join, join and join. So let's move this vertex here and we can delete, dissolve this edge. Actually no, let's leave it like this because yeah. So let's do the same with the eyes. So mark a seam and let's select inside and let's delete these faces. Let's try with grid view again. Yeah, we can leave it like this. It's okay. No, it's too much. So yeah, we leave it like this. Let me check. So yeah, now we can symmetrize. And now we can remove some of this. So let's dissolve these edges. Okay, let's symmetrize again. And now let's remove this back side. I forget to turn on the X-ray. Here we removed one. This is not good. So we're going to adjust this later. So let's go to object mode and now we're going to add shrink wrap. And we can adjust we're going to apply the shrink wrap and let's check how it's going. Or we can select this and we can fill. And now let's add some geometry here so we can have something for the ears. Yeah, I see I made some mistake here. So let's pull this one. So yeah, this is the wall poly. We reduce a little bit the vertices. So let's go to object mode. Let's hide this one. So yeah, we have the silhouette. We have some basic shape of the eyes, the nose. I think this is enough for what we're going to do. So now let's get ready for exporting. So let's go to edit mode, and we're going to select this outside edges, and mark a sharp and mark a seam. Yeah, here we have something to fix. So let's mark a sharp and mark a seam. So this edge we dissolve, we don't need. This vertex we move and let me see how we can fix this. So let's join these two and let's dissolve this one. Here let's clear sharp and clear seam. Let's see for some other problems. So yeah, I think here we may have problem. So let me move this little bit. But no, I think it's fine. So let's transfer it to Substance Painter and we'll see when we bake the high poly how it's going to look, and we'll see do I need something more from this wall poly. Here I don't think I need so many lines, but I want to keep the shape of the nose. No, I'm going to leave it like this. So let's go to UV editing. Let's select all, unwrap, angle base. Let me see how this looks. So actually we don't need these seams here on the eyes. here we have some problem. No, it's fine. So let's clear seam, and this we can move a little bit down. Okay, now I think we are fine. So let's unwrap angle based, and let's change to material view, and let's add new material and image texture. Let's check, do we have here something? Yeah, so here we have our texture image. Yeah, I think it's look fine. So now let's texture density, UV pack, and let's pack this. Okay, and let's go to file, export FBX, and name it how you want, and selected object. For geometry you can choose edge, face, smoothing groups, and let's export, and let's go back to layout. So let's unhide, let's select our high poly mesh, export FBX, let's name it something high, export, and now let's go to Substance Painter. And create new 4096. Let's select the mesh. Okay, so now we have our wall poly here. And let's go to baking menu. Let's select 2048, and let's add our high poly mesh. So this part we don't care that is red, so the problem is here, so we can just add a little bit, but this is too much. So we should go back and select this, and let's edit. And one way is we can add one more edge loop here, and to move this up, or we can move this these dots here, these vertices, so we can try to compensate for the difference. Also maybe this one. So also let's move this here a little bit out like this, and let's export again. and let's re-import the mesh. So we fix a little bit the problem. Let's add more space here between the two meshes. Let's try this way. So let's bake. So let's check out here how it's looking. Yeah, I think it's look very nice. We don't have problems. Here I don't like this, but I'm not sure is this from the low poly or the high poly mesh. Anyway, we are not done yet. So let me add some metal material to see how it's looking. Metal out, let me see. Yeah, this looks actually nice with this metal out. Anyway, this is going to be on the metal door with some ornaments. Maybe this one. Yeah, this is looking even better. Maybe we can play a little bit with the colors. So yeah, this looks fine for the carving on the door. Anyway, we're going to bake everything in the end with the full door and with the ornaments. I just wanted to see now the high poly with the low poly mesh, how it's going to look like. So also the main shape, it's okay. It's not perfect, but we need to save some geometry. So yeah, let's close this one. And so now let's unhide high poly mesh. Let's select them both, copy, and we're going to move them with the project with the door. And let's move them here on the position. So now we can hide this wall poly, so we can see our female face standing on the door. And now we're going to continue with the ornaments, and we can see how we're going to arrange them to look nice. But this will be on the next video, because this video is already 1 hour. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.